Hey all, good morning and welcome to ShareTreck. This is Raj here and this is the morning show. Today is the 9th of August 2022. The markets are looking a bit sketchy. So let's get started with our morning show and check out what's happening today. Welcome back. I was just having a quick look at the pre-market action and it's seeming a bit bearish today. And when I go through the news articles that I've curated for you, you'll get an understanding of the reason why. Right now, it seems like the market is trying to assess the revised pace of the Federal Reserve's monetary policy tightening efforts in light of an unexpectedly strong US job market report that we received last week. And that is making it seem right now that it's more likelihood that a recession may not be happening. And this in turn can allow the central bank to be more hawkish in its rate hikes to rein in the inflation. Also today, we expect July Consumer Price Index data release, which will offer some clarity on the path of interest rate hikes by either reinforcing that the recession is less likely or otherwise. So it's a supplementary data which can help out. And that's one of the reasons why I think the market is taking a very cautious stance. There is no bullish enthusiasm at this point of time. Meanwhile, a survey of small business owners by the National Federation of Independent Business for July was released at 6 o'clock this morning. I have a summary from the National Federation of Independent Businesses, and they said that the conclusions show that its small business optimism index rose 0.4 of a point last month to 89.9, the first monthly increase since December. However, the level remains well below the 48-year average of 98. The Federation also pointed out that 37% of owners of small business reported that inflation was their most important problem, the highest level since the fourth quarter of 1979, when they have been collecting this data. It also reported that the survey's uncertainty index jumped to its highest level since April of this year. So small business owners are still feeling a lot of uncertainty. They are afraid of the inflation. So this is going to push the Fed to be a bit more aggressive, in my opinion. I would consider this to be a mixed report. So overall, we don't have anything major positive. Also, another downer is a report from New York Fed respondents to the New York Fed's monthly survey of consumer expectations, which said that they believe inflation will persist at a pace of about 6.2% for the next year and 3.2% over the next 3 years. And that seems a bit excessive to me. So again, that's not a great news. Consumer confidence in the housing market dropped to the lowest level since 2011. And as both prospective buyers and sellers have become more pessimistic, just 17% of those surveyed in July said now is a good time to buy a house, down from 20% in June, according to a monthly survey by Fannie Mae. Even more telling, however, is that the share of sellers who think it's a good time to list their homes dropped to 67% in July from 76% 2 months prior. So that means lesser listings coming to the market. In light of all of this, the markets are a bit pessimistic this morning, and that is understandable. All these things have not happened overnight. They were still present underlying yesterday and day before when the market was bullish. It's just that the readings are out now and people are forced to look at it. And again, as I pointed out, this may fade into the back burner when new catalysts come up tomorrow. That's the nature of the markets. So let's not consider this to be a total downer. But at the same time, we have to realize the context in which we have this sentiment. QQQ is poised at the diagonal line of resistance of a bear channel. If it breaks out of that, then we'll be in a bullish market. If it doesn't manage to break through that, we'll be plunging back into the bearish market. And there'll be a slightly prolonged period of bearish market for us. And that's the reason why we have to watch this market very carefully. Now, moving on to corporate news, Novavax cut its 2022 sales outlook by almost 50% and now expects to generate 2 billion to 2.3 billion in revenue. Previously, they had forecast 4 billion to 5 billion in revenue. The company does not expect any new sales this year in the US market or from Novavax in the international market in 2022. So that's a negative for the company, but we cannot expect COVID vaccine revenues to remain indefinitely up. This is a very positive news in my opinion, because it shows that the COVID pandemic is receding and the need for vaccines are going to go down. With that said, let's go and have a look at our TradingView desk and see what's the pre-market price action and also what's happening to our genomic stock. Here we are in our TradingView platform looking at the Nasdaq futures chart. Each of these candles is a one-day candle, and we can see that we are still on the bull channel. We are still above the horizontal line of support, which is sitting at 12908.5, and we have the convergence of the 100-day exponential moving average, which is going to strengthen this line of support. And then we have a 9-day exponential moving average sitting at 13,022.83, which is going to be the next level of support. And at this point of time, pre-market, our Nasdaq futures are down minus 0.067%. It's around 8.09 in the morning, so it's pretty early. So I would say that Nasdaq futures are looking bearish. Next, let us go on to the indices. Let's look at US oil. US oil has picked up. Ideally, US oil should be dropping because there is demand destruction happening around the place. But because of the fact that recessionary fears are abating, I think oil is going up, and I bet that when we look at copper, copper might also be going up. So oil has cracked through the 91.70 line of resistance, and right now it's at 91.86 pre-market. It's up 1.3%. I'm not going to change the color of this line of resistance at this point of time because we are still facing resistance from the 9-day exponential moving average, and oil could fall back down. MACD is still bearish and momentum is just about picking up, but it is still below average. So I'm going to leave it like this, and maybe at the end of the day, I will change the color if we continue to be above that line of resistance. That said, let's look at QQQ. QQQ is down minus 0.32% as of yesterday, and pre-market today it's down minus 0.70%. We are still in this bullish Bennett, and yesterday the 200-day exponential moving average pushed us down, and we also had the diagonal line of resistance of the bear channel, which is kept us down. We should acknowledge that we are in a bullish Bennett out here, so any breakout should happen on the upside and not on the downside, unless there is some solid news that is negative. So I would hold on for a while and hope that we still continue to be within this Bennett, and maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow we can break out from here. At this point of time, the MACD is bullish, but the momentum is a bit below par, but it's still above average. So I'd hold out hopes that QQQ will pick up maybe in a couple of days. So for right now, I would say that QQQ is going to open red. S&P 500 is down 0.12% as of yesterday, and this morning it has dropped a further 0.36%. And it's going to test the support, which is available at 409.14 through the 9-day exponential moving average, and after that it has got a support from the 100-day exponential moving average, which is sitting at 407.67. The MACD is bullish, but the momentum seems to be a bit flat. However, it is still above average. So I think that S&P 500 has a potential to open red, but I wouldn't rule out it getting green at a later stage during the day. Russell's Industrial Average IWM was up 1.06% yesterday, and today pre-market it's down 0.38. It tried to break through the 200-day exponential moving average, but failed. Today it has come down. It has opened just below where it was yesterday at the open. And I think as far as the MACD is concerned, it's looking bullish, but the momentum is a bit overbought. It needs to cool off a little bit. And also we know for sure that the survey results, which we saw just in the news segment a few minutes ago, said that small business owners are concerned about inflation and about the next few months. So we should expect a little bit of weakness in IWM today. Dow Jones Industrial Average was up 0.14 yesterday. It's down minus 0.16% today, and it still has got support from the diagonal line of resistance of the earlier bullish Bennett. So I'm expecting that to hold on, and maybe we will bounce off from there because the MACD is bullish and the momentum is also above average, slightly flat, but still nevertheless slightly pointed upwards also. So I would hold out hopes there. VIX is up today, and it's being pushed down by the 9-day exponential moving average, but there seems to be some strength in VIX. MACD is bearish but tending towards the signal line, but we are still below average when it comes to momentum. So I'll still hope for VIX to probably fall down further and maybe end up with a bullish hammer, inverted hammer. Put call ratio is at 0.99. I would say it's neutral. XLY by XLP ended as of yesterday bearish, and today also it seems that we'll have bearish sentiment for growth stocks and risk on stocks. With that said, look at the US dollar index. The US dollar index is showing a bit of bearishness out here, and it's being constrained by the 9-day exponential moving average. I would hope that it would come down further, but because of the receding recessionary outlook, the bullish Fed is likely to promote a bit of bullishness in the US dollar index. So we may potentially see this bearish candle breaking through the 9-day exponential moving average. With that said, I think I'd like to go and have a quick look at what's happening in our genomic sector. Oh, before doing our genomic sector, let's look at the index movers in the technology sector. Amazon is looking negative, minus 0.87 pre-market. Google is looking negative, minus 0.83 pre-market. Apple is looking negative, minus 0.77 pre-market. Microsoft is looking negative, minus 0.56% pre-market. So all said and done, I think overall we are going to have a bear open, and at least for the first half an hour it's going to be bearish until we see the professional traders coming in, and then that will give us a direction of the market. And in sympathy, Bitcoin has also fallen down 3.35%. Coinbase, which was up yesterday 5.34%, has lost 4.71% pre-market. So they are all showing weakness in sympathy with what's happening with Nasdaq and the other indices. So that said, that commodity wheat has come down, and copper, as I expected, has gone up 0.33%. And with that said, let's look at the genomics index. When we look at the genomics index, I'm just going to sort so that I have the winners from yesterday on the top. PSCB was a winner yesterday. It's down minus 1.74% right now, and the RSI seems overbought. Therefore, it's going to moderate a little bit and come down, and overall market sentiment is bearish, so we can expect to give up some of the gains from yesterday. Bluebird was up 13.42% yesterday. It's already down minus 6.15% today. It's still expected to remain above the diagonal line of support, which is a bullish channel. Next, look at Invitae. Invitae is up 0.40 this morning after being up 9.57% yesterday. It's in anticipation of earnings on 9th of August, which is today. And I don't think we have any results out yet, but as soon as it comes in, I'll have a video out to you. You can depend on me for that. With that said, I think I'll go to look at DNA, which is up 5.54% as of yesterday, but this morning it has lost 1.84%, and it's still back below the horizontal support of $3.20. So right now it's at 3.18. So it's going to be difficult for this share to go up beyond this particular resistance, it seems, because it's been tentative before that, been pushed down many times, and this morning again it has come down. However, the MACD is bullish and the momentum is also above average and pointed upwards. So hopefully there is still a little bit of juice left in it so that we can start consolidating between 3.20 and this other line of resistance, which is at 3.33. A narrow band of consolidation, if you may. IMTX is up 3.53% as of yesterday. Pre-market, there are no trades. We still are on a bullish channel for IMTX. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this pennant from here right now, and I'm going to draw the bullish channel out here for you. So this is my bullish channel with 3 touch points. So it's pretty strong. And it's not too steep, so I hope that this channel will hold on for IMTX. However, because of the fact that the RSI is overbought, there's going to be a sideward movement, and we'll touch this horizontal line of support at 12.87 or 12.62, something in that range, depending on how we consolidate. If we start moving downwards before we move up, then we'll be coming at the lower end of it at 12.64. With that said, let's look at Teladoc, which was up 3.5% yesterday and down 1.73% today. And it's still under the 9-day exponential moving average, as well as the 50-day exponential moving average and the 20-day exponential moving average. The MACD is still bearish, but tending towards the signal line, but momentum is slightly above average, so I'll hold out hope that Teladoc can defend some of its gains from yesterday and maybe improve its performance today from minus 1.73 to something better. Allogene, which was up 3.2% yesterday, has got no trades pre-market. It's still in a bull channel, and it's just about overbought, so they expect some consolidation and also the bearish sentiment from the market to weigh on it, and it may lose a little bit of value today. Regeneron, I'm going to skip Regeneron. Vertex, I'm going to skip Vertex. Verb was up 1.87% yesterday. Today it's down 1.99%, and we still have a horizontal support at 25.95, and then we have the 9-day exponential moving average and the 20-day exponential moving average, both providing support. So I expect that one of these supports will definitely hold it up. RG was up 0.94% yesterday, no trades pre-market. It's still on a bullish channel, as you can see this horizontal line of support. It still has got plenty of room for the RSI before it becomes overbought. So I hold out hopes that RG may defend its positive gains. Pfizer, I'm going to skip Pfizer, I'm going to skip Novartis. Let's go to Beam. Beam is up 0.41%. And it's a flat pre-market, and it's got resistance here at 65.12. It's currently at 63.69, and we have support from the 9-day exponential moving average at 62.73, which I hope is the bottom for the day. And if you look at Intelia, it was up 0.27% yesterday. Pre-market, it is flat, and we are in a bullish pennant, and I'm hoping that we break up on the upside. And we have a 100-day exponential moving average providing us support. And the 100-day moving average is at 62.94. Presently, we are at 63.49. And if we look at IDNA, which is the genomic sector and biotech ETF, it was up 0.12% yesterday. Pre-market, there is no trades, and I would say that it's still on a bullish channel. And we have this diagonal line of support here, the 9-day, 20-day, and the 100-day exponential moving average, all lining up to provide support. So I don't expect it to fall too much. CRISPR Therapeutics is down minus 0.01% today, and we had the CRISPR Therapeutics results yesterday, and it seems the markets have concluded that they don't like it. It's down minus 1.65% today, and if I look at the momentum, it is flat but above average. MACD is tending towards the signal line to cross over. You'll see what happens during the day. The overall bullish, bearish sentiment doesn't help. So maybe it'll open red in the morning, but later on during the day, I still hold out hopes that CRISPR can turn positive. Illumina is down minus 0.35% as of yesterday. Pre-market no trades. It is still above the diagonal line of support, the bullish line. The MACD is also bullish, and momentum is above average. So I'll hold out hopes that Illumina will stay above the bullish channel. Caribou Biosciences was down minus 1.17% yesterday. Pre-market, there are no trades, and we still have support from the horizontal line of support at 8.25. I'm expecting it to hold on for us because momentum is still above average, and MACD is bullish. SQZ Biotech was down 1.18% yesterday, and today pre-market there are no trades, but SQZ Biotech has been traditionally weak. So I wouldn't put it past SQZ Biotech to fall below the 50-day exponential moving average, which is sitting at 3.30. So right now we are at 3.35. So that's what I think about SQZ Biotech. When it comes to Editas, it was down 1.49% yesterday, but pre-market it's up 0.05%. So if it manages to buck the trend of the bearish sentiment from the overall market, then I think that will continue to stay up. Otherwise, it still has got support from 18.20, which is the horizontal line of support. With that said, I would also like to point out that we have a bear market channel in operation out here. We already have the diagonal line here, which is this diagonal green line. I'm just going to make it a bit thicker so that you can see it in your smaller devices. I hope you can see it now. So this bullish channel is still going to hold on for us. And before that happens, we have the horizontal line of support, as I said, at 18.20, and the 9-day exponential moving average sitting at 17.93. With that said, I'd like to bring this video to an end. If you like this video, please press a like out there. And if you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe and help us grow this channel. Thanks and have a great day. Bye for now.